Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. So this is the pineapple dessert cake and now we are going to go to the ingredients. We are going to take some maida, which is 150 grams. We are going to take pineapple essence, some yellow food coloring, sunflower oil, milk made and butter. We are going to add the vegetable oil to the milk made and butter. The total amount of milk made we are using is half tin plus 75 grams of butter. We've added 1 teaspoon of pineapple essence and we are adding 6 to 7 drops of food coloring, yellow food coloring. Here we are using the Tiger brand Badam milk uh, food, food coloring. Now we are going to beat it nicely. We are using a handheld egg beater here. Now you see how rich yellow consistency is achieved here after beating it in one direction. Now we are going to sieve the powder ingredients. We have taken 150 grams of maida. We are going to take 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We are going to take half teaspoon of baking soda. A little more than half teaspoon. And now we are going to sieve all these ingredients. Now we are going to add the milk made mixture to the other mixture, which is the powder mixture, and mix. Now we are going to take a glass half filled with milk at room temperature and we are going to mix little by little. Don't add all of the milk at one go. Slowly, we need to do this. Persistency and steady hand is key here. We are going to add a little bit more food coloring so that we get that rich yellow color. We are going to add rest of our milk and we are going to beat it again. You can see how nice and fluffy the cake batter has become. We need to beat it like for around 10 to 12 minutes. That is very important. Now we also need to add 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and beat the mixture. So now we have taken a cake tin, we've applied oil and maida all around it and we've put the batter. We are tapping it to make the batter even. We have to preheat the oven at 180 degrees and we are going to bake the cake for 25 minutes. So now you can see how nicely our cake has come out. It's nice and spongy, even layered. So now we are going to go on to the cream. So the same the whipped cream recipe we'll be giving it in the Black Forest cake time. So just hold on a minute. The ingredients for whipped cream is whipped 200 gram whipped cream, half cup icing sugar, half cup 1 cup icing sugar, and we are going to use some chopped pineapples, some nuts, Hershey's chocolate syrup, and some dark chocolate chips. So we are going to take this rectangular glass bowl. We are going to layer with some whipped cream. That should be the bottommost layer. Yeah, spread it evenly. We are going to add some chocolate chips. We are going to add some chopped pineapple. We are going to top it with some nuts. And now we are going to put some chocolate syrup over here. You can just put it in any random manner. And then now we are going to put our cake. We are going to cut a small layer of a cake, a thin layer. Please don't cut a thick layer, cut a thin layer. It may be different pieces, it's alright, because it's a rustic dessert. So now we've layered it, and now we're going to use sugar syrup. Sugar syrup recipe has been given to you. Make sure that the cake is drenched completely with sugar syrup. Sugar syrup makes the cake soft. Again, we're going to add another layer of whipped cream. We are going to add some chopped pineapple. We are going to cut the cake into small circular pieces. You can use any sort of a cup or a bottle cap, etc. for this. And we are going to layer it all on top of the cake. And again, we are going to use the sugar syrup. We are going to decorate a little bit using the chocolate syrup. Yeah. So now we are going to finally garnish with some nuts. We're going to put some chocolate chips as well. Chocolate chips and nuts are optional. You can choose toppings just the way you like. So now our pineapple dessert cake is ready. It's a rustic dessert. Please refrigerate it once you make it. And yeah, it looks really delicious. It goes on for like 2 to 3 days in the fridge. And yeah, it's a nice rustic dessert, super easy to make. So now we are going to go on to the delicious chocolate lava cake. We've shown you the chocolava recipe. So the lava needed 2 cups of cut chocolate and half cup of milk and fresh cream. We showed you how to do it. All you had to do is melt the chocolate and put some milk and then stir, and your fudge will be ready. Make sure the fudge is of semi-solid consistency. So for choco lava cake we need 150 grams maida, half teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 2 tablespoon cocoa powder, half tin milk made or condensed milk, 75 grams butter, 3 tablespoons sunflower oil, 100 ml milk. So now we are going to sieve the powder ingredients. We have taken our maida, uh, baking powder, baking soda, and chocolate powder. We are going to mix them together, and we need to sieve them 3 times. Like I said before, we need to sieve them because we have to. There should not be any lumps, and it should be of a fine powdery texture. So that is done. Now we are going to take half tin milk made, and we are going to add 6 tablespoons of cooking butter, not the salted one. This is unsalted cooking butter. 6 tablespoons of butter here. We are going to add vanilla essence. You can add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence and 1 cup of curd. 3 tablespoons of sunflower oil, and we are going to beat it nicely. You can see how nice and smooth the consistency has become. So the powder ingredients are done, the milk made is done. Now we are going to add the milk made to the powder mixture, and we are going to stir continuously. Stirring continuously is key, and in one direction. We've added the entire mixture, and we are going to start beating it. Now we are going to add half a cup of milk. You can see the amount of milk we have taken. It's quarter glass, not even half, quarter glass. And we are going to take that, and we are going to stir it continuously. We have to beat it continuously. There should be no lumps in your cake batter. So you can see how nicely this is being done, and see how nicely the cake batter has come out. No lumps, smooth consistency. So now we are going to take these aluminium silver cups. We are going to take this sort of curved spoon. We are going to take 1 spoon of this and put it inside the cup. We are going to tap it a little bit so that the cake has been evenly spread. Now we are going to add 2 spoons of the chocolate fudge. Each cake requires 2 spoons of the chocolate fudge. Again, we are going to take a spoon of the batter and make sure the lava is completely covered with the cake batter. Just use little ingredients. You can see the amount we are using. Please follow the same. Do not, try to experiment with the chocolate lava. So we are going to tap it. You can see it is a little bit even. We are going to preheat the oven at 180 degrees. We have put all our cups on the cake tray. And we are going to put it inside for 22 minutes. So like I said before, our oven is really small. So this entire cake tray won't be able to rotate inside. So after 11 minutes, we are going to take it outside, and we are going to turn it around. We are going to turn it around and put it again for 11 minutes so that the entire cake gets baked at the same level. So now our chocolate lava cake is ready. You can see how nicely it's come out. You can pair it with vanilla ice cream. Okay. So now we are going to go on to the black forest cake. So we have taken 250 grams of maida. We need Pepsi, Hershey's cocoa powder, apple cider vinegar, unsalted butter, 1 tin milk made, vegetable oil. We are using sunflower oil. We are using baking soda and baking powder. It's all there in the PDF. First, we're taking 250 grams of maida. We're adding 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. We are going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. One teaspoon of baking soda. We're going to add cocoa powder 5 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now, like we said before, we have to mix and sieve these ingredients 3 times. First mix it nicely and then we have to sieve them. Sieving is very important. Please do not skip this step. So now the powder ingredients are ready. We are going to keep it aside. Now we are going to add 150 grams of butter, which is 6 tablespoons of butter. We are going to add 1 entire tin of milk made. And we need to beat these two nicely. First beat these two ingredients nicely for 2 minutes. Now we are going to add some vanilla essence. We have added 1 teaspoon and we are going to beat it again. Make sure you beat it in one direction and make sure there are no lumps. So now this is done. Now we are going to add this milk made mixture to the powder. Add the milk made mixture to the powder. And beat it nicely, mix it nicely. Now we are going to take 100 ml Pepsi. Just mix little by little, stir continuously. We've added 150 ml of Pepsi here. Yeah, mix it nicely, mix all the ingredients nicely. Okay, so now we are going to add 3 tablespoons of sunflower oil. We are going to add 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is used here. Please do not use any other flavor of vinegar. Now we are going to beat it again nicely. Beating at one direction at the same speed is important. So 5 to 10 minutes are required. Now we are going to preheat the oven at 180 degrees. grease the tin with butter. So now our batter is done. So we've taken the cake tin. We are going to grease it with butter and maida. And we are going to put our cake batter inside. We are going to tap it little bit so that it evens out. And now we are going to put it inside the oven for 45 minutes. Okay, so now we are going to go on to the whipped cream. Make sure that you've chilled a bowl in the freezer 3 to 4 hours, wherever you're going to make the whipping cream on. We are going to use Rich's whipped topping. This is the brand we are using. So we have taken 3/4 of a bowl whipped cream plus half small cup corn flour plus 1 cup icing sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. So now we are going to add vanilla essence to the cream. First we are going to take it in a bowl like this, a steel bowl which has nice depth for the, if in case you are using a machine. We are adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence and now we are going to beat it at low speed for 2 minutes. Now we are going to add half the cup of corn flour. You can see we are using half of what we've mentioned. Icing sugar also half of what we mentioned. And again we are going to beat it nicely at low speed. See the cream, it doubles in volume, doubles in thickness, and you can see it rise in the bowl. So now we are going to add the rest of the ingredients, which is the rest of the icing sugar and rest of the corn flour. And we are going to beat it again. One direction is very important. Beating takes about 5 to 6 minutes in a machine, but if you're doing it by hand, you need to make sure you're able to match the speed of the machine. You need to do it very fast or else it is going to be runny. So you can see how the cream has come out. You can see the consistency of the cream. It doesn't fall down even after we are holding the bowl like this. So now the cake is done. We are going to put a toothpick inside to check if the cake is done or not. And we see that none of the batter is stuck to the toothpick, which means the cake is done. Now we are going to remove all these upper parts of the cake. It is not required. It will ruin the cake. We are going to remove these flaps. And the similar type of material is available around the cake, so we need to remove that also. Just make sure any glossy texture is removed. Now we are going to divide the cake into 3 different layers. So just measure the thickness of the cake and divide it by 3. We are going to cut the second layer. So now at the bottom of most layer, we are going to add the sugar syrup. Sugar syrup is a very important step. Make sure the cake is drenched in sugar syrup. Just keep adding it. Keep adding it till you're satisfied. Without sugar syrup, the cake won't come out very good. So just make sure you put sugar syrup in all the 3 layers. Now we are going to add the cream in the bottommost layer. We're using a icing knife here. You can see the type of knife we are using. Now we are going to grate some dark compound chocolate. We are using the company Morde, Morde. We are going to add some cherries. You get cherry tins available. Now we are going to add the second layer of the cake. Same procedure. We're going to put the whipped cream, even it out. Again, we are going to grate the chocolate. We're going to add the final layer, top layer. On the top layer, make sure the cream is spread out evenly and beautifully. So we again grated the chocolate. We used a piping bag and some flour nozzles to create this type of flowers. We stuck some choco chips on the side. We're going to stick some cherries. A black forest cake without cherries is not a black forest cake. Please do not skip on cherries. Yeah, we did some icing, we've written the name, and that's how our cake looks like. So now we are going to go on to pineapple and chocolate chip muffins. We are going to take maida. The ingredients are again given in the PDF. I'll read it out once. So we've taken, first we're going to take half tin Milkmaid. And we are going to add 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We are going to add the tin of Milkmaid here to the butter. Now we're going to beat it. Please buy this handheld egg beater. Do not use a spoon. Now we're going to take maida. We've taken 150 grams of maida. Now again, maida plus half teaspoon baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon baking powder, and we sieved the thing. And now we're adding the Milkmaid to the mixture. The same way we have to follow as we did it in the pineapple dessert cake. Just mix the ingredients. We're adding 3 tablespoons of sunflower oil. We are going to add 1 teaspoon of pineapple essence. We are going to add 6 to 7 globs of food coloring, yellow coloring. We've taken a glass of milk. It should be at room temperature, and we are going to add half of it. And now we are going to start beating. The batter needs to be soft. You can see how fluffy it looks. All the ingredients need to be mixed properly. There should not be any lumps. Beating takes around 5 to 10 minutes. Now we are going to add the rest of the milk. Totally we are using 100 ml of milk. And again we are going to beat it. So now we have taken our cupcake tray. We have used paper cups here. For muffins you can use paper cups, but please do not use paper cups for the chocolate lava cake. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of the batter. Just 1 tablespoon. Now you can see we have put it all the cake pockets. We're going to top it with some chocolate chips. Please follow this recipe. Do not put chocolate chips in the batter itself. It is going to make the yellow color look chocolatey. We're going to preheat the oven at 180 degrees. We're going to put our support here, and we're going to put our cake tray. Like I said before, our oven is a little small, so we'll turn it around after 10 minutes. So the total cooking time for the muffins is 20 minutes. So now we've twisted it around. So finally this is how our cupcakes look like. These beautiful muffins. They're so soft, light and spongy. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to our channel.